Welcome back to Trip the Balance. You're watching Wales on One Wheel. Right then, it is episode 7 of Wales on One Wheel, the penultimate episode of the series, days 8 and 9 of my trip across Wales. Let's get into it. So my morning started at Ynysfaen at campsite, funnily enough, where I stayed the night. As I remember it, it was quite a misty morning. It's kind of in a little valley, that campsite, in a little bowl, and yeah, it was quite a misty morning. But the rain kind of held off. I had a couple of spots of rain as I was leaving, and that was the first bit of precipitation I'd had the whole of Wales. Yeah, bearing in mind that was, day 8. This is, so yeah, been there a week. Not a single drop of rain the whole way through. Unfortunately, I had no battery on my phone, or really minimal amount, and no backup battery life on my battery pack. So first things first, I needed to go and top up the juice on those, and also top up my juice for myself and go and get some fuel for the day, in terms of food and water. There was no shop nearby, so my only option was to head to Senny Bridge. As you can see on the map here, so it was about an 8-mile detour. I should have been heading sort of south/southeast, and I had to pretty much head back slightly north, mostly east, to Senny Bridge, where I found that not a lot was open. But I did end up finding, at the end of the town from where I came in, like a little mini service station that had a fantastic little Llandish shop, and better than that, had a cracking little cafe, kind of like a Little Chef, for those of you from back in the day in the UK that remember Little Chef. Yeah, it was cheap and cheerful. It was really nice. The people in there, nice and cosy. I had loads of food, loads of coffee and tea, and most importantly, they had power, so I could plug in and top up. Now, I honestly can't remember exactly how long I stayed there, but it was a long time. I think I had about 3 or 4 hot drinks. I had a big full breakfast. I think I had chips. I had cake. I had another cake. It was ludicrous. I felt like I'd moved in for the morning. I got some other bits, like one of my phone charging cables, my USB had kind of started getting a bit dodged, so I went and got a new one from the shop. Yeah, sorted me right out there anyway. So after my extended stay, I headed off on my merry way across the Brecons. Now, I don't have a lot of footage from this day, as I still didn't have, so I had juice on everything now, but I didn't have any room on my SD card for my GoPro, which is really annoying because it was going over the Brecons. It's pretty cool. But I have got these photos that you're seeing now, and a little bit of a video clip. And as you'll see, I got up to the top. I got to this point, turned my phone back on because I hadn't any signal for a while. A bit bleak out there. And I had a message, and it said, "I'm trying to find you. Where are you?" And I was like, it took me a few minutes to register. Anyway, the video explains it.
Very quick video. I am up on the Brecons. It is spectacular. It's a bit grey. I'm about to go past a standing stone called May in the Clear, I think I pronounced that right. And I'm super excited because I just got to the top, switched my phone on, and my sister's the other side. She's not far away at all. She's 25 miles away, which in a car, not that far. So I'm going to meet her for some dinner in a couple of hours. Amazing. Catch her.
So yeah, as you can probably tell, I was absolutely blown away that my sister Anna had made the journey all the way over from her home back, you know, near London, north of London. And as you can see, we were very happy to have found each other over in the Welsh valleys. So yeah, we I rested at the Unicycle for the evening, and we went and found somewhere to eat. We ended up having an amazing curry in Aberdare, just down the road. Had a great chat. It was really lovely evening. While we're having dinner, Anna was saying that she got this cracking deal in a hotel. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to treat myself. So looked it up online, managed to get myself a room. Absolutely lucked out, got a really nice room. It was a really great hotel's fantastic position. I can't remember the details now, I'll have to check with my sister. But yeah, so we headed there afterwards, obviously in her car. I didn't give her a backie on my unicycle. And yeah, had a lovely evening. Had a cracking sleep. Had a lovely little breakfast in the morning, and then Anna drove me back to Ynysfaen, if that's how you pronounce it properly, Ynysfaen. And then I carried on, rode down into Aberdare, and yeah, we'll carry on from there.
Hello. Shumai, Aberdare. I'm in Aberdare. In the Rhondda Valley. Just met a really lovely lady by taxi rank, Hayley. She is going to share my page and my posts and stuff. She shared it with taxi drivers there, so she get them involved. Awesome. She's like, bless her, she nearly cried when I was telling her about me and family and stuff today. Super lovely. Right, I have rejigged my route. I was going to head up. I was in Ynysfaen. I was going to head up via the mountain part, like the Zip World, and go round that way. I can't cut straight across because the road, I don't know if we can see the mountains through here. I don't think we can. No. Basically, there's a big mountain up there, Mardi Mountain, or Mardi Mountain, I don't know how you pronounce it. And you can't get through at the moment. It had loads of flood damage and stuff, and they're repairing the road. But I found what looks like a better and safer route. It's all quite busy roads around here. So I'm heading down the road to a place called Mountain Ash, Kelling, and I'm going to cut across into Tyler's Town, which is part of Ferndale. Catch you in a bit. There we go. Right, I've made it out of the main bit of Aberdare. It's all crazy, like roads everywhere. Quite hard to navigate, even using Google and the satellite and all that. There's loads of little roads all wiggling around. Anyway, I'm out here, sports ground behind me. It's been past the skate park, which is pretty funny. This little kid, yeah, do a wheelie, mate, do a wheelie, do a bunny hop. To which I replied, do a kickflip, which he didn't find very funny. You know, if you're on a skateboard. Now, I have to get off and check my map because it is still quite wiggly. We're heading towards Mountain Ash, which follows the river. I'm just going to check because that was the river. There's either I go over it or away down that way. Well, I'm following a cycle route. All good. But let's double check. See you in a bit. Well, bit of a slow get out of. Well, I'm out of Aberdare. Went through a place called Comeback. I really want to do a little cheesy sing-along. Baby, come back. But I just needed to get going because I'm just running later and later and later. So yeah. you have to just do with that little bit. As you can see, very busy road. Lots of work drivers. Don't tend to really give two hoots about a cyclist or a unicyclist or whatever. I mean, some people give you a bit of space, but you know, anyway. So yeah, just after I did a little video before about when I went to the skate park and that, and I went to check the map, I was going the wrong way. I should have turned right. So I went back, I turned right, there's no path, right? There's a hedge, there's a gate that opened into the hedge. And I'm like, what? Poked my head through, and there was what can only be described as a footpath at best. It looked more like a trail that some animals had used and worn a tiny little track. There were twigs, brambles, trees, like you couldn't walk through. I got hooked on a tree in like 3 meters from my back. I'm not joking. Right next to the river, like dangerously close. And that's marked as a cycle route on Google, which is a bit weird. So it's obviously overgrown, not been kept. Anyway, so I've done this other loop through, come back, baby, come back. And yeah, I mean, it's probably quicker than whatever route I was about to take. Although this here looks like a cycle path next to me, I've just noticed. Like a gravel path. Anyway, we're on this smooth pavement. It's not very nice, it's not very pretty, it's noisy and horrible. But just down the road here in Kellyn, I think it is, or Kellyn, no, Kellyn. Rhymes with Helen. We are turning off and heading on the Llandudno road to Llandudno, which is just behind, it's probably a suburb of Ferndale, just behind Tyler's Town, where I am meeting my sister and 2 distant cousins from my family, Kay and, can't remember the other lady's name because I haven't really spoken to her before. Sorry. I'll update in a bit. Oh, it's like being in Bristol, there's glass on the path. Fantastic. Right. So I'll switch back on once we get off this main road. And I'm guessing it's going to be a bit hilly heading over into Ferndale, because between here and Ferndale, it's a bloody great big hill. I mean, they call it a mountain. I won't say anything until I've gone up it, because I'll be like but it's, I mean, yeah, it ain't as big as some, but that doesn't mean anything, like the hills over the last few days. They may not be as high, but the roads are just bloody steep. My God. This is why I don't like riding along a main road, because the wind from the trucks and the buses is insane. Right, catch you in a bit. You can see just behind me, Perth Kellyn. Ruddy, massive hill coming out of Mountain Ash, and I'll show you the sprawl of Mountain Ash. There we go. Not far to go to Ferndale. Boom. So I'm up here kind of in between the Rhondda valleys, and it's pretty steep around here. I mean, like a lot of Wales, but yeah, some brutal roads. Also very fast traffic. I'm not far from Ferndale, maybe 2.5–3 miles, I think. Pretty steep, maybe 3, yeah, 3 miles, not far, pretty steep. I think I'm cutting that way towards this wood. Let's have a look and see around me. Oh my gosh. We're up on the top of the valleys. Oh my word. That was like the most brutal 3 or 4 miles from Mountain Ash over towards Ferndale. Absolutely brutal. Lots of walking involved because the hills were mental. Lots of mad traffic as well, which made it a bit too dangerous. There's a guy broken down. I hope he's stopped for a chat. He's from Ireland. He's a long way from home. Well, not that far, but yeah, far enough. I can see Ferndale ahead. Or Tyler's Town, or one little suburb of it, I believe. I might be wrong. It's kind of a load of little linked linear kind of settlements along the road, so I think it all comes under Ferndale. Oh my word. Also, I was really struggling going up a hill, and just like cars whizzing past, everything's aching. It's just quite a stressful 4 miles, you know, like loads of traffic at the town. And there we go. That isn't Ferndale in the, well, it might be a bit of it, but this is Ferndale. Oh my word, I wasn't expecting that. It's crept up. If anyone's watched Stella, that's where it's filmed, you might notice it. So I just stopped so I could do a little film because everyone's coming up and down the hill and it's a bit hectic. There's not room for 2 cars. And I just thought I'd film the valley here. What a beautiful shot, man. Oh wow. Woo! Hectic. What a descent. Oh my god, I couldn't get it for you for a bit because there was so much traffic. That was scary, man. So close to the edge, quite a drop. If I slipped off and let go of my unicycle, it'd be halfway down there. Oh, epic. Oh, hello. It's the streets of Ferndale. I'm about to meet my sister down the road here. And some other people. The chap in front was chatting to me. He's also heading down there. He's related to sort of the family link somehow, or to their family. I'm not sure. We'll find out. He very kindly told me the hill I just came up. He said it's the last hill between here and Cardiff. So I don't know how true that is, but compared to the hills I've just done, I think he's probably right. Anyway, we're just heading down here. I have no idea where we're going. Number 42. I'm looking for 24, 25, who knows? Union Street. 42, 46. Hello. Hey. Yeah. Oh. Hello. Did you see me? Oh, what?
Are you following him?
I thought...
Oh,
And so there you have it. I'd arrived at my destination in Ferndale with my sister and newfound relatives, Anne and Joan that I met, and Hugh, in fact. Hugh was the chap who drove past, I just mentioned. He also is the admin on a Ferndale Facebook group, and just all-round great guy, really. He helped me out a great deal throughout my little brief stay in Ferndale. Yeah, so the map here you can see was my route from that day. Totally underestimated that. Thought, it's not, you know, it's only a short day. It was one of the toughest rides, really, really tough. It was full of emotion as well, I suppose. So obviously Ferndale is not just where I have some distant family now, but where my mum's mum and dad used to live, and their parents as well. And so the pictures you can see now are the street which they used to live on, which I visited the next day. Just got a few pictures basically of some old houses that were linked to the family. Picture of Stanley Baker's house, a famous actor who used to live in the same street as my grandparents. This lovely old lady that I met, who I think she was like 93 or something, 95. She had a lot of stories to tell about the local area. And a couple of shots of the beautiful park there and the lake. I was lucky enough for the lads at the local fire station to put me up, let me camp out the back of their fire station, use their facilities, have a shower, toilet, grab breakfast and that. Kelvin and Gavin, they were just top blokes. Thanks so much, guys. Really fab to stay there. As I said in my post, I used to love Fireman Sam when I was little. And that was literally as close as you could get to being in a Fireman Sam episode in real life. It was awesome. Even while I was there, actually, Gavin had to run out on a call. It was only something very small apparently after, because we was back very quickly. But yeah, it was like, what, the alarm's going off? Like, yeah. Anyway, top guys, and like, I'm sure it goes without saying. I don't really need to say it, but people already know. But like, yeah, what a brave job to do as well, just great people. So yeah, I stayed at the fire station in Ferndale. I soaked up a little bit of the atmosphere. The other thing I should mention. So that evening, after I'd seen my sister and Anne and Joan, and sampled some of Anne's lovely cooking as well. I should mention this. She made us some Welsh cakes and some little pasties. All very good. And then, my sister headed back home because it was going to get late for her to get back. I said my goodbyes and went off to go and find a pub. And I went down to the bottom of the hill, near where I'd come in, that big hill where I came down in the video. Down at the bottom of the valley there was a pub. So I headed back down there. As I got there, I went inside and I quickly realised that it was a wake. And the Welsh, being the Welsh, they just invited me on in. Like, no, don't worry. Yeah, it is a wake, but no, come on in. Really interested in my unicycle, obviously. Anyway, I went up to the bar, and then before I'd even reached into my pocket to pay, this chap's like, no, I'll get you a beer, mate. I'll get you a beer. Anyway, this guy Neil, and his wife, and the guys that were sitting with at the table as well, Di and Helena. Di's David in Welsh. I basically spent the evening chatting and drinking with them. All just fantastic people. Like really great. Really lovely. Anyway, I had a great evening there. Made my way back to the fire station. Got into my tent. Had a great sleep. And then prepared myself for the final day, which you will see next week, of me riding out of Ferndale, out of the valleys, and then along the River Taff, through Cardiff, and down to the coast at Barry Island to finish the Wales on One Wheel journey. Thanks for watching. This is Wales on One Wheel, Trip the Balance. See ya.